Hey, today I'm going to show you how to do the Gel X method. This is a full gel nail. It doesn't have any glue, it doesn't have any plastic tips, it doesn't have any acrylic, none of that. It is all gel. So there are a couple different gel products that you can get. The most expensive one I have is this Kiara Sky set, and these are already in the coffin shape, and so that's very convenient. I also have Eno Couture, which I'm a big fan of these nails as well, and you can get all different kinds of lengths, colors, shapes, so I am a big fan of them as well. The cheapest method that, or one on the market right now, is the Beetles. Sorry. Trying to move things so you can see. So the Beetles is the least expensive. It's around $20 and it has everything in this little box. It's on Amazon. I'll show you the side here. This is the one I used today, but whenever I see a sale, I'm always getting these gel tips because I love them. So in this box, it will have the tips and they are numbered. I tend to write on them. I wrote on this one like middle finger. I don't know if you can see that. So that way for future reference, I know which tip I use for which finger. And I am going to show you, I actually already have my nails separated. So the very first thing I do when I'm sitting down to do my nails is I clean them with alcohol, because you want your nails to be disinfected. You don't want any fungus, so you can use the little wipies. This is from a nail supply store, but you can use any alcohol. You can use rubbing alcohol that you buy from Walmart. So you want your nails to be clean. You want your tools to be clean. And so the first thing you're going to do is clean them with alcohol. So the next thing you're going to do is you want to push back your cuticles. And you can also take the other side of the tool if you need to scrape it up. But I don't really have any cuticle residue. I do my nails pretty often. I have a little bit. Okay. Now, also after I have done that, I will drill around my cuticle area. This is the drill that I have, and I'm going to put it on a pretty low setting. I usually see people will have this on 9 or 10. I'm just going to put it on 4 because I want to softly remove. And this is the little circle cuticle bit. And I will take this finger and I will pull the skin back so that I can get in the corners. And sometimes I see videos of people using this bit and it looks so satisfying. It completely removes their cuticles. But because I do my nails so often, I don't really have a lot of that cuticle skin there. But my nails do grow and I want to remove that growth, because if I don't, I will have lifting. Okay, so with these little soft buffers, I buff the surface of the nail because these are not very aggressive. This is a very mild grit, removes the shine, gets your nail ready to do some extensions. Okay, brush off the powder. Okay. Now, you are supposed to etch this area. So if you do not have a drill, that would be pretty much impossible, and I'm not using the right drill bit, so excuse me here, but you can really use any drill bit, but etching it is filing the inside of the tip that is going to touch your nail. And what this does is this makes it bond a little better. And of course you don't want your nails to come off, so that's always a good idea. Sometimes I forget to do it. It's okay. You don't have to do this step. So if you don't have a drill, no problem, skip this step. And some people really etch it, you know, more aggressively. I'm just doing it a tiny bit just to show you. Okay, so on your natural nail, you are going to use a base coat. I am using E-Nail Couture's base coat. My bottle looks crusty dusty, so do not judge me. It is very well used. I use it all the time. It's one of my favorite base coats. You don't want to get all the way up on your cuticle line with this. Well, that's what Max from E-Nail Couture says, so that's the way that I've been doing it. Okay, and then this one. Okay, so then you're going to let that cure. Okay, I did pause the video, but I let it cure for 120 seconds. Because it's gel, you do have to have a light for this method. Now, with the Beetles kit, they have this. It says nail glue. It is actually not glue. It is builder gel that has to have a light to activate. Now, with the E-Nail Couture, they call theirs press-on gel. But really, both of these products are similar to builder gel. They are very thick gel, and as soon as the light hits them, it is going to freeze your nail in place. So the trick is when you're applying the nail to hold it very still. So this takes practice, to be honest. So I am going to do my thumb first. So I have my big light, but I also have this little mini light. And the reason is because you have to hold the nail in place and then hold it under the light. And if you move the nail, you're going to make it crooked. It's going to freeze crookedly. So, and you don't want any air bubbles. So you want to hold it firmly, like you want to hold it tight. And when in the big light, you can't get your hand in there and do that. So a lot of these kits will send you this little lamp. Kiara Sky does it, E-Nail Couture. This one actually came in the $20 Beetles kit. So that kit really is amazing. I am going to put it on my storefront, so you can, go there and get the link, and, you can buy the kit. I have seen the price vary sometimes from 21 to 22, but it's pretty inexpensive. You get the nail tips, the light, and the glue, which really it's not glue like we talked about. It's builder gel. It is a little temperamental. There you go. You're supposed to tap it and it cuts on. Sometimes it won't cut off, but you just want it to freeze the gel in place for like 10-15 seconds. Once it freezes it, then I put it in my big light to actually cure it properly. This is just a little light to get it to stay on the nail. So I get it turned on, and what I do, and this takes practice as well, is I put the most of my gel right here, and then I put a little bit around the edges, and for the thumb I'm just going to get a little bit more just to make sure. You want to make sure it's enough of the gel. Now I'm going to show you. Oh, my light went off. Hold on. Okay. So you want no bubbles. Okay, so do you see how the glue filled up everywhere? Now, if I lift it up, there's bubbles. So you want no bubbles. You have to hold it firmly in place and put it under the light. And then be careful that you don't twist or turn, because then you will have a crooked nail. So right now I can feel the gel getting a little bit warm. That means it's curing and it's freezing it in place. So I'll do this for about 10 to 15 seconds, and then I'll test it. I'll slowly remove it and I'll let go, and I'll see, is it going to come up? It's okay. So then I'll put it in my big light. And I'll do this for maybe 20 or 30 seconds because I want to move on to my next nail. Once you get all of the nails on, then put your whole hand in the light for another 90 seconds. You just want to make sure everything is cured properly, that those nails are strong, that they are hard, that the gel has hardened properly. But at first, just to get the nail in place, you can do 10 to 15 seconds in the little mini light, and then in your big light like another 20 seconds. And then now I will move on to my next one, and look, it is on there. Awesome. All right, so here's the next one. Same thing. So I am going to turn my light on, get it ready. Then I'm going to put most of my product towards where the nail tip will be, and then a little bit towards the edges. Ooh, this one got kind of a lot on there. See, and what happens if you get too much is it runs out on the sides of your nails, and then you have to file that off later. Sometimes I do that. By mistake, of course. Okay, so lining it up and press. And that is exactly what you want it to look like. I'm just checking, make sure it's straight. It is very easy to get these crooked. It does take practice. And then these nails are really cute because they're clear. You can paint them with gel polish. You can do so much with them. Oops, the light cut off, but I removed it and it looks okay. So I'm going to put it in the light. These ones did turn white from the alcohol, in case you're wondering why they look like that. So I'm going to put it in my big light. Now, because all of my nails are on, I am going to cure this for 90 seconds. Be right back. All right, all done. I got some water. I'm going to just wipe off this nail because the alcohol will do that little drying effect there. But just so you can see, these nails are very clear. And then if it gets under the nail, you can just, there we go. All right, so I have a full set of jelly nails. And from here, you can paint them. I use dip. So on my other videos, you'll be able to see me using the dip powder in the dip system. So that was easy peasy. And they have the perfect shape. And they're not going to pop off like glue-on nails. So when people see the full tips, or they ask you, do you have the full tips? They think, oh, those are going to pop up after a week. No, I can leave these on for a month and do all kinds of things with them. They are very strong. The gel is very durable. And the tips come in stilettos, long, short. I'm a really big fan. So this is how you do the Gel X method. And you're just using gel as your glue. And it's really simple, but you do have to have a light. Thank you. Please like, comment, and subscribe.